Good morning, my dear students. We are going to talk about question tag in respect of uh, action. Thus, there is no reference to any particular question from JAMB series. Now, the verbs under consideration for the question tag are these: do, those, and did. Do, those, and did. Now, we need to know that there is a question of concord in this case. That's subject-verb agreement. We must know that. So this particular verb agrees with this subject. I, they, we, and then plural nouns. Are we together? First person singular, first person plural, third person plural, and then second person singular or plural, you. In this particular verb, those agrees with only third person singular, which is she, he, or it. Third person singular. In this particular verb, did, there is no question of agreement. It goes with either first person singular, second person singular, or third person whatever. This particular verb, the past form of the verb, do and does not agrees with any subject, be it first person singular or whatever. Now, we must make sure that when any of them appears in a statement, the tag, the aspect of the question carries it. But what we must make sure we consider is the fact that if the statement is positive, then the question is negative. Now, these numbers from 1 to 3 are in pairs of A and B, and the A of each of them is in the positive statement with the question in negative, while the B of each of them are in the negative statement with the question in positive. Now, here we go. They do their work on time. That's the aspect of the statement. So the question should be, don't they? Don't they? That's 1A. 1B, that's negative statement. They don't do their work on time. That's negative statement due to the inclusion of not, don't. Now, the tag of course should be, do they? Do they? 2A, she does her task correctly. She does her task correctly. That's the aspect of the statement. Of course, the question should be, doesn't she? Doesn't she? 2B, she doesn't do her task correctly. That's negative statement due to the inclusion of not here. Doesn't, having been contracted. Now the question should be, does she? She doesn't do her task correctly. Does she? Number 3A, John and Amir did their best. Positive statement. Now the question, didn't they? Didn't they? 3B, John and Amir didn't do their best. John and Amir didn't do their best. That's negative statement. Now, of course, the question should be positive, which is, did they? Did they? So, of importance to understand is, we must always look at the tense. If the verb in the statement is in the present, the verb in the question must be in the present. If the verb in the statement is in the past, the aspect of question must be in the past. Then finally, positive statement, as indicated in A's, in all the A's, must carry negative question, while negative statement, as indicated in all the B's, must carry what? Positive statement. So this question tag is in respect of these particular verbs. So they appear in JAMB questions oftentimes. We must make sure that we understand these and we understand how they work, so that whenever options are given, because in JAMB they will only present the aspect of the statement in most cases, then they will give you this as part of options with other question. Now it is left for you to identify which one is correct. Which one is correct. Though sometimes after they may decide to give question that is in a combination of the statement and the tag, then answer should follow. Answer to the question. Now this is another aspect that we are going to talk about it after we might have done with this particular aspect of understanding question tag as a whole. Thank you for listening. Till we meet next class.